And welcome back, wrestling fans, to the National Wrestling League Kansas City. And I'm still in shock over what we just saw. The Howlets assaulting Jax Royal in what appeared to be some sort of basement, maybe even here in the Scottish Rite Temple.
Absolutely. As soon as we can get some word on the condition of both of the Royal brothers, as a matter of fact, that was an assault, a beating. But now we're on to bigger and better things, on to the tournament. I'm excited about this match right here.
KC title tournament rolls on as we do always here in the National Wrestling League. We have Mac from the Union representing the Union, taking on Max Edwards of the Swole Patrol.
Two guys normally in tag team competition, but we'll hook it up in singles action right here. These guys pretty familiar with each other. I don't know, man, this is going to be a clash of titans for sure. If you look at Mac right there, this is a big, solid, very, very strong individual, and he's taking on somebody who's just swole. Right?
As we've seen in weeks past, Mac has put his strength on display when he actually suplexed. Who was it? Both members of the Howlets. Both members of the Howlets last time here in the Scottish Rite Temple. So we know this guy has the power that it takes to defeat anybody here in the National Wrestling League, but he definitely has his work cut out for him in the Swole member, or one of the Swole members of the Swole Patrol.
Max Edwards is always in fantastic shape. We'll see if that conditioning is going to play a factor, or if he's going to get knocked out early by this big man. Here we go, the Swole Patrol. I got to say, these guys, they inspire me.
And here comes the Swole Patrol, Max Edwards and Flex Zerba. Flex Zerba returning from his 17th international bodybuilding competition. Look at you're doing ass to ankles right now.
Absolutely. These guys, like I said, inspire me. They're making me do some air squats right now. Come on, you need to get up. You look at how flabby your legs are. You need to be doing some squats and some push-ups as well.
Max Edwards and Flex Zerba always try to inspire anybody that they come in contact with that they need to get swole like they are. They need to work out. They need to stop living sedentary lifestyles.
And that's bad advice, you say?
I'm not saying that's bad advice. I'm just saying that is the mission of the Swole Patrol, and they say they're going to take over Kansas City and get Kansas City swole one person at a time.
Well, if you've been around Kansas City, you know that definitely needs to happen. Routinely voted the fattest city in America. And the Swole Patrol is they're just sick of us.
As I was saying earlier, Flex Zerba coming back from his 17th bodybuilding competition in San Diego, California. This is according to him where he took first place.
Oh, I'm sure he did. Are you calling him a liar?
I'm just saying I'm reporting the facts as reported by Flex Zerba. But we're going to see Max Edwards in singles competition again. And we've seen both members of Swole Patrol in singles competition here in the National Wrestling League, and both of them picking up wins.
To my left in this corner, from Leesville, Missouri, at 320 pounds and one half of the Union, Mac.
320 seems a little light to me. Big man right there, Mac. Look at those sideburns. Those sideburns got to weigh about 100 pounds each.
Corner, weighing 230 pounds from Kansas City, Missouri, one half of the
See, always
Patrol,
working out.
Always working out, doing some, what would you call those, tricep dips? I'm not a working out.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Well, at least I got that right, Christopher. Give me some credit.
I'll give you a little credit on that one.
All right, the bell sounds and we are underway for the KC title tournament match here between Mac and Max Edwards. Now, the one thing about the Swole Patrol is every time we've seen these guys in the Scottish Rite Temple, they use questionable tactics to pick up victories in all their matches. And I don't think with Joe roaming the outside of the ring, they're going to have a chance to use any of those questionable tactics here tonight.
Well, you would think that, but Joe is pretty dumb, so I'm sure he's probably somebody they could pull something over on if they needed to. But I don't think he's going to need to.
Look at Max trying to body slam the big Joe.
You got to warm up before you do that. He should know better, right?
Not Joe, excuse me. He was trying to lift Mac. I said Joe, but nice forearm to the face there. I mean, there's a lot of weight behind those shots. Trying to go for a reverse splash in the corner. Max Edwards hits the ropes and Mac catches him out of midair, showing his unbelievable strength as well.
We were talking about that strength and that power. Max Edwards, a big guy, and he just caught him like he was a kid and just tossed him over with a nice follow-away slam. But it was wisely getting out of the ring. Max Edwards kind of needs to regroup a little bit. Maybe grab some water, a little protein, get back in the game here.
One thing they definitely don't need is more protein powder at ringside. Oh, snaps his neck down over the top rope, does Max. Now he's on the offensive against Mac of the Union, going for a cover here. Got the big man off his feet with a big clothesline. Only gets a 2 count, stays on top of him, firing those right hands right in the top of the head of Mac from the Union.
Swole Patrol, big, strong guys, both in great shape. You give them just a couple of seconds, and they're going to be all over you, just like what happened just there. Now, Max Edwards firmly in control of Big Mac from the Union.
Doing some curls there.
Always working out.
Always working out, as you stated. Multitasking, definitely, by Max Edwards. Now he's doing a little bench pressing. He's got to adhere to the referee's count. Referee Nick Chin making sure that he breaks the hold by a 5 count. Referee Nick Chin always doing a fantastic job here in the National Wrestling League.
Nick Chin is a terrible person and a terrible referee. He should have counted a 3 count already, I think.
Snapmare takeover, huge snapmare takeover by Max Edwards. Basement drop kick, showing incredible agility there. Cover 2, it's a 2 count only.
When you say basement drop kick, that's just your way of trying to be clever, saying that it was in the lower part of the body, right?
Well, what would you call it?
I would say it was a drop kick to the lower part of the body.
Sounds terrible. Basement drop kick sounds way better.
He's got him firmly in a reverse chin lock here, although he's turned it to the side. You got to get behind him, get more leverage there, Max.
Elbow strike right to the back of the skull by Max Edwards. Gets the leverage on Mac here in the corner and starts choking him on the ropes. Referee Nick Chin making sure that once again Max Edwards breaks that hold before the count of 5. And again doing some dips here before charging into the corner. And Mac catches him and drops him right into the corner there and starts firing away with some forearm shots.
Big forearm shots, huge heel throw out of the corner. If you've ever been thrown across the ring, that I'm sure does not feel very, very good at all. Max Edwards, I'm amazed he's still able to keep that headband on.
Max splashing him in the corner, finally connects with that. He tried it once earlier in the match, finally connects and gets Max Edwards down in the corner and brings him out the hard way.
Well, I tell you, that's like being hit with a moving truck. That guy's so big.
Big splash. Did you see the elevation on that? This could be it. 2. Wow.
You could show a movie on the backside of Mac right there.
I'm very impressed with the elevation on that splash by Mac. Going for a big leg drop and misses. Max Edwards gets out of the way just in the nick of time. Now he's complaining that he maybe has some sort of eye injury here to referee Nick Chin.
Certainly probably a lot of dust in there.
Oh, are you kidding me?
See, look how dusty it was there.
Are you kidding me? Flex Zerba just threw powder in the eyes of his tag team partner, Joe, there on the outside. Now he's distracting him.
What a cheap shot.
This is incredible. I cannot believe that the Swole Patrol could get away with this kind of behavior. Oh, crashes down on him. He's holding the foot. 2, gets the 3 count.
I was looking at the shoulders. You got the shoulders down. What are you referring to?
Flex Zerba was holding the foot of Mac during that pin, and Max Edwards steals one from Mac of the Union.
Just like the referee, I was watching the shoulders. I didn't see anything being stolen right there. I saw a hard-earned victory right there for the Swole man himself, the member of the Swole Patrol, Max Edwards, as he moves on in the tournament.
Max Edwards moves on in the KC title tournament. Mac goes back to the drawing board with his partner Joe, but you have not heard the last of the Union and the Swole Patrol. And with that, fans, we'll be right back here on the National Wrestling League.